Hi friends, I hope you all are in good health and that you're enjoying this holiday season. We finally got our house all decked out for Christmas inside and out, and I had told you I would share a bonus video and we did that, so this is it. I started here in the kitchen and dining areas because that's where I spend the majority of my time, but first I had to take down all the pumpkins and fall decorations that I had kind of gone overboard with, and anyway, I replaced them with some beautiful new garland. I got the garland around the kitchen window. I put just a little on top of little greenery on top of the range hood. And then of course I changed out the scenery in my Marcy Inspired glass dome. I swapped out the stoves for the smaller wood burning stove. That way I could fit the Christmas tree and some furniture and some other little things. But if you look real closely, there's a molinillo, which is a traditional Mexican wooden whisk. And you use that whenever you make hot chocolate or you make champurrado. So in my mind, I have her making some champurrado for Christmas. Now, I also set up my usual hot cocoa bar over there. I put some peppermint sticks and some marshmallows, some cinnamon, that sort of thing. Above the refrigerator, I just put some ornaments in some apothecary jars, and that's something that I've been doing for years. Sometimes I use pine cones, but I kind of like the color of the Christmas ornaments in there. And I just put a few touches here and there throughout the kitchen. Then in the dining area, I just put a wooden Christmas tree and a giant bell that I found there, sort of as a centerpiece. And I swapped out the placemats for some that my sister just gave me. Probably should iron them because they were recently washed, but I still think they look really pretty. And then we hung a wreath and just some more greenery there on the light that sits above the table. And then once we were done with the kitchen and dining area, we were able to tackle the rest of the house. So this is our living room, and the first thing we need to do is figure out where we're going to put the Christmas tree. Now, ideally, I would love to have it in this corner right here because we have the fireplace, and I'm so excited to have a fireplace now, and the couch is facing this direction, so it would just make sense to have this as the focal point, and as you're sitting there you would see the twinkling lights from the Christmas tree. But unfortunately we have that giant TV screen, and that's not going anywhere, so that's not going to work. So that leaves us with these two other corners, and this one here, it would work perfectly because there's absolutely nothing there in that corner. But as I'm looking at it, I know that it would bug me because we have the couch blocking the view, and so we would only see the upper half of the Christmas tree, which leaves me with this corner here. And this would also work, but I would need to figure out what to do with this giant piece of furniture. If it was shorter, I could just flip it around and I could put it behind this couch and the problem would be solved, but it's not. So I'm thinking the only other place is here, so we're just gonna have to measure and see if it fits there. And if so, really that's our only option, and it might look a little awkward there on that wall, kind of in a weird spot, but I really have no other choice. Well, we were just getting ready to move this, and look who sees us through the window. There's Rocky. Say hi, Rocky. He's ready to eat, so I'm gonna have to take a quick break to feed him. Here you go. This is all I have. There you go. Okay, this is the last piece. This is the last piece. Come here. There you go. The last piece. Never says thank you. So Rocky's still out there looking at us.
Right on cue.
Yep.
Sit it down. Yeah,
Actually, we can do it.
let me get this.
And the closer to the wall, the better. Oh, good. That works.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Got the Christmas tree all decorated, and what I really love is that all my Southwest decorations just really fit perfectly in this home. Most of what you see here on the tree is something that I handmade, like the little cactuses, made them out of felt. The little cowboy hats, I made those when I was in my 20s. They're just little hats that I found, and I just poked a little hole through them and stuck a little hanger through there. I painted those little chili Christmas ornaments, the turquoise color with different designs there on the outside. And I just love that it's kind of a hodgepodge of so many things. And then of course, my red and green chili lights. Then I just put a new little Christmas tree that I found at Hobby Lobby. I'm keeping it really simple without any decorations, and a little wooden church that lights up. And I think it just looks perfect there on that little credenza that we kind of had to move. It's kind of in a weird spot, but I think it still works. Then I just threw some pillows and put up a wreath and a little hanging sign that just says Merry Christmas on there. I do put a couple of Christmas touches in the bathrooms just because I think that, especially if you have guests, you want it to feel a little festive when they go in there. But mostly it's just little soaps or candles, but I think they go a long way to making it feel very Christmassy. And of course, the big thing this year was the luminarias outside. This is something that I had been dreaming about for my whole life, and we were able to do it this year. It took me an hour to put all these bags together, all 80 of them, and Tony doesn't think there's going to be enough.
I say we start from the front of the house that faces towards the street, work our way around and see where we end up.
Okay. All right, well, according to the instructions, we put the line first and then the bags. So okay. I can kind of go up there at the end and help you when it comes time to putting the bags. All Unless you need me right now.
No, let's just do that.
Okay.
And we'll see where we end up at.
All righty.
All right. Hope these hold up.
Traditionally, luminarias are just a brown paper bag filled with sand, and then you put a candle inside, and the sand keeps everything in place and helps to not start a fire. But these are electric and weatherproof, which is great. They come with little stakes where you poke them through a little hole on the bottom. And that would be really great if these were going along the pathway here on the ground, but we're putting them up on the roof, so these are not going to work at all. So what we're doing instead is we're going to weigh them down with rocks. And fortunately, there's a lot of rocks all over our property. So today I'm rock girl and I'm just collecting them.
It's a lot of work.
Fortunately, this is pretty easy. Just poke the light right through the bag and it stays in place. So this was always a dream of mine, to have luminarias, or farolitos, which is the more correct term for them. But it was always my dream to have a Southwest style home where I could decorate like this for Christmas. So it's kind of cool, but I've never done this before. And it's a bit of a learning curve in our, I will be careful. Anyway, our old house, we decorated so many years that we knew exactly where each strand of lights needed to start. And this being our first time, there's a bit of a learning curve. But it's coming along all right. I gotta go get more bags. It took us quite a few hours to get all the luminarias up there on the roof and measure it out to where it worked out just fine. But we're really happy with the way it turned out. And then I just took some red velvet ribbon and I tied some big bows over all the lanterns, and I think it just looks really, really beautiful. And it was so exciting to see once the sun went down what it looked like at night. But anyway, that's pretty much all that we did. But now I'm just going to show you some beauty shots of inside and out so that you can see everything all done. And as I do that, just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and hope that you enjoyed this.